Hello devs, Sid the IT guy here, and today we are doing cart and checkout validations using Shopify's Checkout UI extension. Now, while exploring the functionality for this, I discovered a bug that if you re-add the checkout rule to your checkout settings, then it does not work. You add it once, then it starts its effect immediately, then you remove it, and then the validation stops working, and then you re-add it, and the effects don't take effect. So that's the bug that I found. Make sure to reproduce this on your end and verify its authenticity. I'd be happy to hear about your experiences. And I have started a Patreon. So now you can support the channel by becoming a patron. The link is in the description down below. And let me take you through some perks that you will get through my Patreon. Okay, so the $10 official patron gives you the access to the community on Patreon. I will provide you Discord server access. You can ask your questions or whatever. And so I'm not forcing you to buy any kind of subscription or anything. You can subscribe to the channel and be notified about my latest videos anyway. I believe in free knowledge for everybody, and I will keep posting videos about things that I learned during my experience with this channel. So, but in case if you want to take the relationship to the next level, you can become a patron and start with the official patron or the patron plus or the VIP patron. So the official one at $10 a month gives you the access to the community, and you can ask questions. I will be happy to answer that. You will gain exclusive access to the community where my first priority would be my patrons. I would answer them, or we can ask for suggestions or whatever, and I'll be happy to address those. The next thing is the Patron Plus, which is $49.99 a month. In this tier, basically, you can suggest me video ideas. You can ask for certain videos to be made. You can ask me to research into specific topics and create videos about. You can get some bonus content that I will do exclusively for my patrons. You can join my live streams. You can join my podcast. I'll be happy to talk to you and post that on my channel. Yeah, and things like that. But if you go with the VIP patron, just tell me where you live and I'll come live with you. I'm joking. There's only 3 seats available in this tier because obviously the perks that I will provide to you in this tier would be better than the last 2 tiers. I'll work on your projects. You can tell me what to work on, how much time to allocate to everything. I will help you build your dream of a software project. And yeah, and all the other tiers perks you're gonna get anyway. So yeah, that's it about my Patreon. Make sure to leave a like or subscribe. If you don't want to buy it, that's all right with me. You will get new content anyway. And yeah, let's get started with the video. Okay, so we will start Lalagon here, and here's the documentation for server-side validation in cart and checkout, where the use case that Shopify has given is a $1,000 maximum cap for customers without an established order history. And if you scroll down just a little, then you will see the actual logic working here, which is right here. Export default, constant error is localized message with a message in it. Target is cart. Order subtotal is taken, and then errors is a blank one. Yeah, after that, if order subtotal is greater than $1,000, then input cart buyer identity and input cart buyer identity customer is checked, and if it is there, then the number of orders, if it is less than 5, then errors is pushed, and then errors is returned. Only question is how were they able to just constant errors in an array anyway. Then deploy it, and then we can test it. So let's build it out. And okay, I was facing some errors. So basically I just took the Google Drive code that I provided in the last video, extracted it and seeded into delivery customs, ran this npm run Shopify generate extension with template as cart checkout. And now it is asking me if I want to create it as a new app or connect it to an existing app. Now this is something that I told you in last video also. Now that I have an app called Checkout UI, which is meant to demonstrate the functionalities of Checkout UI extensions, I'm going to select the second one. I'm not creating a new app. So then I can hit this. So now it will link it to my Checkout UI app, and I will choose JavaScript. It's actually cool that Rust got picked by Shopify as officially supported language. So now that it is installing the dependencies, let's take a look at the documentation for just a small line. Yeah, go back. Here we go. So starter code is generated, GraphQL is defined, deploy function, and then review logs. Okay. So then let's build this use case itself, and then we will do the customizations. Right, so this got generated. So in VS Code, in extensions, there is a cart checkout validation, there is an SRC, and there is an index.js. All right. So then first thing, cart checkout validation. All right. So input.graphql is asked to be changed. So input.graphql. Okay, cart input lines quantity. All right. npm run Shopify app function type gen. Okay. So while this command is executed, okay, GraphQL type generated successfully. Cool. So then you can associate a validation error with specific checkout UI field by specifying a target property. The target property follows the cart and checkout validation API reference. For example, delivery groups, delivery address, postal code. Okay. The function logic checks for order subtotal greater than set value and errors when a new customer is detected. You can adjust the subtotal limit as needed. Okay. So index.js is copied. Go to index.js. Done. So $1,000 for customer without established order history. Now $1,000 is a little bit of questionable because the currency might be different in countries or whatever. So we should be able to get what their local currency is. We'll see that later. After that, yeah, cool. Doesn't make any sense. Anyway. Then it says npm run dev. This part is a little bit confusing. When this says, anyway, and we can hit P. Development or staging copy of your app. Okay, fine. Deploy your app within the folder, deploy commands, npm run deploy. Cool. So we will run that. npm run deploy. Right, so if we click this thing, we turn off. All right, so if we go back, cool. So 5 versions have been released yet. So then this is the active one. If I click release, version name, let's say 3, message can be released on 19th August for cart validation. You can click release. All right, so seems like it has been released. Okay, so now what does it say? So now it says start the app preview by Shopify CLI dev command. So then we can run npm run dev. activate the cart and checkout validation. So it says Shopify admin, go to settings checkout. So then I will go back to stores, log in. Settings, checkout. Checkout rules section, click add rule. Add rule. Cart check and validation by checkout UI, add rule. So it says it has been added. So it says activate. All right. Activate the function. Control how checkout behaves when entering runtime exceptions by clicking edit rule and selecting or deselecting allow all customers to submit checkout. It says without logging in, create a cart with more than $1,000 in merchandise. Proceed to checkout and verify that a warning message displays. All right, so I'll go back to the cart and I will increase this to, let's say, 50. So it says cart error. Why is that? So if I do 15, will it work then? Still no. If I say 3, will it work? So it says cart error. So it says without logging in, create a cart with more than $1,000 in merchandise. Okay. So let me go back. Log. Which is 30. Why is it showing me cart error? 3. All right. Oh, so I'll use contact log. Oh, here we go. So now it says there is an order maximum of $1,000 per customer without established order history. All right. So that's what the cart error message meant there. Cool. So continue to shipping button shouldn't redirect the user. Okay, so anyway, if I just click checkout, can we change the quantities here? Nah, we can't change the quantities here, can we? Okay, so I'll go back and yeah, it shows right here itself. So I think if I disable the rule in the settings, I think then it will work, and then we can reactivate it and then see if it allows us. Disable. Yeah. So now if I go to here and I click add to cart, it says if I add this, all right. Now I'm just thinking, how do I disable this? Because that is an important thing to do, isn't it? If I just remove it, will that work then? Yeah, now it works. So if I check out, okay, so Shopify, I think there is something on your part. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, but if I add it and if I activate it, yeah. So now if I go to this checkout and hit refresh, will it show up? Hmm. So it doesn't show up. Okay, so I have one page checkout. Maybe that's why. If I change it to three-page checkout, then will it work? So if I click customize and then settings and then down here, three-page checkout, and I hit save, change is saved. Now if I click refresh, I was hoping it would work. If I continue to ship, yeah, it worked. Okay, cool. So we will just refresh this and let's see some logs. So it says success for all of it. Weird thing. Maybe I'm doing something wrong here. Okay, so I'm trying it one more time. I created a new checkout validation with the folder name changed, and I copied the same code and I just put 10 here, $10, and number of orders less than 500. So this should work. Now in the terminal, it asked me if I want to match with an existing cart checkout validation. So I said no, and I confirmed it. Extension is created and the new version is released. So then let's go to our partners account and go to apps, checkout UI, extensions. So here it is, state checkout validation. Cool. So create extension, turn off. Let's turn that off. And let's go to, yeah, right here. So if I refresh this, then in settings and checkout rules. So it says state checkout validation, add rule has been added. So then I will activate it. Okay, now it says active. Refresh it one more time just to make sure. Yeah, it says active. Okay. Now let's go to our online store. All right, so if I select this one and I hit add to cart, yeah, it works. So that's all right. But now if I go to the store and I remove it, checkout, remove. So it says it's removed. I'll go back here, refresh, add to cart. Now it works. Cool. So now let's go back to the store settings. In the checkout settings, scroll all the way down. There are no rules here. Add it back again. It's disabled. Let's activate it. All right. So now let's go back here, hit catalog. Just anyone right here. So if I click add to cart, and it works. Okay, so it seems like I may have uncovered a problem in the extension. So Shopify, if you are watching, you can let me know if I did something wrong. Please comment on the video down below. I'm happy to hear from you. Um, yeah, so right now it is deployed, switch checkout validation, and there was one API call made on it. Now there are no more API calls, even though I have re-added it here. So just to show you one more time, it says one-on-one rule, switch checkout validation, this thing, yeah, and it does not work. So then if I change this to, let's say 52, click shipping, yeah, it works. It shouldn't have worked because I did this $10 validation here. Yeah. Anyway, this is how you can do it. I guess this video did not pan out how I thought it would. We found a bug, we tested out cart validation, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.